Andre Ward has mentally disabled Sergey Kovalev. Kovalev has just not been the same after his 2 defeats against Andre Ward. And last night, Sergey Kovalev was knocked out by undefeated Colombian Eleider Alvarez. Alvarez landed a clean right hand that sent Kovalev to the canvas. Kovalev could not fully recover, and Alvarez was on him. And yeah, as I stated, Kovalev has not been the same after his 2 defeats against Andre Ward. I read in an interview a while back where Kovalev said that Ward got into his head and that he was just not right mentally. He took those losses harshly, and that is not something you want to hear from a champion. And his separation with former trainer John David Jackson wasn't the most cordial of separations. Jackson expressed how Kovalev was no longer taking training as seriously and not listening to Jackson anymore. And Kovalev blamed his losses to Andre Ward on Jackson. So a lot of back and forth bickering. And look, I thought Kovalev won that first Ward fight. It was close. I thought Kovalev won. But it was a very close fight, and it was not a robbery. Second fight, Ward did land his share of low blows. And the punch that ultimately bent Kovalev over was a low blow. But before that, Ward was landing some damaging body shots. Ward was landing those clean right hands, and he was landing more and more cleanly as the fight went on. And one of those right hands really wobbled Kovalev, and it just looked like it was a matter of time. Ward was going to stop Kovalev anyway. Take away those low blows, and I think Kovalev would have been stopped a couple of rounds later than the round that it was actually stopped in. Sergey was getting tired, and Ward just kept landing more and more cleaner shots. Now, Alvarez had some rough moments last night. He was able to weather a Kovalev storm. He was hit with some pretty clean shots by Kovalev. He looked to be stunned a couple times, but he weathered the storm. Did well in mid to close range with the left hook, a punch that may have exposed Kovalev because Kovalev doesn't really have an effective and short left hook. He likes to throw a power jab after the right hand. He'll throw a 1-2 and then a jab that carries power when it comes after a right hand. But it's rare when you see Kovalev throw a short left hook. And in close range is where both Ward and Alvarez has success. So Alvarez is now the new WBO light heavyweight champion. He's undefeated with 23 wins and 12 knockouts, though he seems to be hurting and stopping opponents more as of late. Alvarez has some options now. He can fight the other 2 Russians in WBA champ Dmitry Bivol or IBF champ Artur Beterbiev. As for Kovalev, yeah, I think he's mentally shot. Those 2 losses to Ward took a mental toll on him, in my opinion. Once he lost those fights, he no longer was surrounded with an aura of invincibility.
I must break you.
And he no longer had that belief in himself. And yeah, he's still a good fighter, but I wouldn't pick him against the other 2 Russians. He could still win those fights, but I would likely pick against him. So yeah, Kovalev is done. I mean, he's like Donkey from Winnie the Pooh right now. You know, he's like, oh, Pooh, you know what I mean? So
it's okay.
All right, boxing fans, go ahead and leave a comment, share your thoughts. What'd you guys think of the upset? Well, what'd you guys think when you saw Kovalev hit the canvas and get stopped? So go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, and if you have yet to do so, please subscribe. Until next time, goodbye and adios.